Hello children, welcome back. Today we are going to learn combinations of minuend, subtrahend and difference. That means if I write a sum 4 minus 2, okay, 4 here is minuend, minus 2, that means this 2 is subtrahend. If I subtract this, and the answer which I get is called difference. Okay, so this is difference, this is difference, this is subtrahend and this is minuend. That means even I can write the same sum as 4 minus 2 is equals to 2. Here this 4 is 4 and 4, that means it is minuend, this is subtrahend and this is difference. So we are going to learn, I'll be giving you difference. That means I'll give you a number here, difference. Suppose I give you here as 3, okay. Subtrahend also I am going to give you here 4, and we are going to find this minuend. Okay, we are going to find this minuend, subtrahend, difference. I am going to give you difference, I am going to give you subtrahend, and we need to find this minuend. Okay, but before starting this, we need to know, that means when I write this way horizontally here, this is my difference. Okay, this number would be my subtrahend and this number would be my minuend. Okay, minuend, subtrahend, difference. This is written horizontally, this is written vertically. Okay, now before starting with this, we need to remember some points. Okay, the first point is minuend should always be greater or equal than the difference. That means if this is my sum, this is your difference, okay, and this is your subtrahend, this is your minuend. This minuend should be always greater than this number. If this is 5, then it has to be 5 or more than 5. Here this one is greater, I have written more than 5, any number more than 5. And here in this I have written equal 5. Okay, this is equal minuend and this is greater minuend for this. And the same sum I have written here also vertically. 9 minus 4 is equal to 5. This is minuend, this is subtrahend and this is difference. And the most important thing that you have to remember also here is, if your minuend is smaller than the difference, that means this is your difference, this is your minuend. That means the sum is wrong. If this minuend is smaller than this, that means it's a wrong sum. Okay, remember this. Always remember greater or equal. This has to be greater or equal. And second point, when we go on to the subtrahend, subtrahend should be smaller or equal than the minuend. This is our minuend. Okay, so this should be either equal than the subtrahend, okay, same number, so this is equal, or it should be smaller than the minuend. That means it can be 1, it can be 0, smaller than this number minuend. Okay, that is also important. That means our difference should be 0 whenever it is equal. When it is equal, here if this is 2, this has to be 2. If this is 6, this also has to be 6. If this is 8, this also has to be 8, and our difference would be 0. Okay, these are some rules which we need to remember. And now to find this minuend, always remember to find minuend, do addition of subtrahend and difference. That means we are going to add these two numbers to get this answer. To add this two to find this. Okay? An easy way, remember M, S and D initials. So add SD to get M. And when we need to go to subtrahend, we are going to do subtraction of difference from minuend. Let's see some examples to find minuend. And I'm going to use these beads. Now I'm giving this difference as 2 and our subtrahend as 1. Okay, now to find minuend we need to add subtrahend and difference. So always remember this, add this 2. So I've kept this sign so that you remember that we have to do addition of this. That means we'll count 1, 2 and 3. So I'll place here 3 beads, 1, 2 and 3. 3 minus 1 is equals to 2. And here we can see minuend is greater than the difference. Remember that it can be 2, it depends on this, but it has to be bigger than this, it cannot be less. Suppose if I keep less, 1 minus 1, if I remove all this, that means my answer should be 0. But here my answer given, difference is given is 2. So that is not possible. Always this has to be bigger. Okay. So that means 3 minus 1 is 2. Let me change the sum. Now I am going to increase the number here. I have taken difference as 3 and my subtrahend as 2. Now I need to find minuend. Okay, that means you are going to add subtrahend and difference. So I'll keep again the signature, the sign of addition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to add 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That means my minuend here is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay. For the same sum minuend, I can even change here. I can even remove 1 from here. Okay, if I remove 1 from here, that means I have to add this and then write. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. That means here also I should have 4. I'll remove 1. Now I have 4. So this is also possible. 4 minus 1 is equals to 3. Suppose I remove this also. That means my subtrahend here is 0. If I add this 2, is it correct? No, it is not correct. They are 4 and here we have as 3. So I should remove 1 more. So 3 minus 0 is equals to 3. This is the example for equal number of difference and minuend. Earlier I had shown you with greater number. Okay. Now I am going to write, I'll change this and now I am going to write on the paper also the same things. Okay, with the different examples. Now let's see some examples with the same difference and we are going to find different minuend for it. Okay, so that means my difference. This is my difference. I'm going to keep 4 as my difference. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Now I'll take the first example. My subtrahend is 2. So I'm going to take here 2. I'll take my subtrahend as 2. Okay. Now I need to find my minuend. And as you know, add these two numbers to get minuend. So I'm going to count how many are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That means I'll keep here 6 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. This is my first minuend for the same 4 as a difference. If I do 6 minus 2, my answer is 4. Same thing can be written vertically as 6 minus 2 is equals to 4. This is my minuend, this is my subtrahend, and this is my difference. Now, this is my first combination. Now, I'll move to the next one where my subtrahend is 3. That means I'll add one more here. I'll remove from here at present. My subtrahend is 3. My difference is still the same 4. I need to find my minuend. And you need to add this 2 to get your minuend. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That means my minuend is 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. 7 minus 3. That means my answer over here is 7. 7 minus 3 is equals to 4. Same thing can be written vertically. 7 minus 3 is equals to 4. Okay. Here this is minuend. This is subtrahend and this is difference. Let's see the next one. My difference is 4, so I'm not going to change this. Subtrahend is 0. That means I need to remove all from here. And I need to find this. So I'm going to remove first this. Okay. Now, as you know, we have to add difference and subtrahend. So I'm going to add. Here I have 4. Here I have 0. That means it's going to be 4 only. So my minuend would be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. See here, difference and minuend both are equal. Till now it was greater. So both are equal. That means my here minuend would be 4. 4 minus 0 is equals to 4. Same thing can be written vertically also. 4. So it doesn't make any difference whether it's written horizontally or vertically. Your answer will not change. Now let's move to the next where we have subtrahend as 1. So I'll take my subtrahend as 1. I need to change this. So add your subtrahend and difference. 4 plus 1 is 5. That means I'm going to keep here 5 beads. 1, 2, 3, 4 and one more 5. 5 minus 1 is equals to 4. So my answer over here is 5. 5 minus 1 is equals to 4. So I got this. Now I'm not going to write this vertical option. Next is subtrahend as 4. So I'll remove this first and make my subtrahend 4. Okay, my subtrahend is 4, my difference is 4 and I need to add to get my minuend. So 4 plus 4 when I do, I have 8. That means I'll keep here 8 beads. My minuend is 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8. So my answer here is 8. 8 minus 4 is also 4. Now I need to change the subtrahend. So I'm going to change my subtrahend to 5 because I've written here as 5. I'll remove this because I need to find still. Okay. And by adding subtrahend and difference, 5 plus 4 is 9. That means my minuend is 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 3 more, 7, 8 and 9. So I got my answer here as 9. 9 minus 5 is equals to 4. This is how you are going to find your minuend. This is only one example I have shown you this way, but the method will not change. Okay. Now we'll move on to subtrahend, finding the number subtrahend. That means this. We have learned how to find minuend. Now we are going to move to subtrahend. The rule to find the subtrahend is do subtraction of difference from minuend. As our minuend is a bigger number, okay, we are going to take first that and then difference, and then we are going to subtract the number. That means this is how our number would be. Minuend minus difference. Whatever the number is there in minuend, that you are going to write first, subtract. Whatever answer is there in the difference, that you are going to write to find subtrahend. To find subtrahend. When we do this, we'll get subtrahend. Now we'll see the examples. So let's see the first example. 9 minus dash is equal to 5. This is our subtrahend. Remember, it's subtra. That means subtraction. So always remember, subtrahend. To find the subtrahend, we have to do subtraction. See, subtra. It's similar. So remember that you have to do subtraction here. We'll do it with the counters at present. I'm going to keep my difference as 5 here. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Subtrahend we have to find, so I'm not going to place anything here, and my minuend is 9, so I'm going to keep 9 here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, 9 and here is 5. Now we need to find subtrahend. So we need to subtract this. So I'll remove these many from here. I'll take away from here 1, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I have done this subtraction. That means I have removed that. Now the remaining 1, 2, 3, 4. That means my answer here is 4. The next one is 8 minus dash is equal to 5. I am keeping my difference as same and minuend I am changing. So I am going to find my subtrahend. So I have kept 8 counters here as minuend, 5 counters here as difference. Now I need to find subtrahend. Subtrahend means subtract. Okay. So I have to remove 5 counters from minuend. So I'll just, because I have 5 here as a difference, so I have to remove only 5. 1 I have taken, 2 I have removed, 3 also I have removed, 4th one also I have removed, and the 5th one also I have removed. Now I am going to count the remaining counters. So 1, 2 and 3. So my subtrahend here would be 3. 8 minus 3 is equals to 5. So the next combination is 7 minus dash is equals to 5. So in minuend I have placed 7 counters, difference I have placed 5 counters. Now I have to find subtrahend. So to find subtrahend we need to subtract. So I have to remove 5 counters from minuend. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Now I am going to count the remaining counters here. I have 2 as my remaining counter. So my answer for the subtrahend is 2. 7 minus 2 is equals to 5. Let's go to the next one. 6 minus dash is equals to 5. So I'm going to place 6 counters here. And here same 5. Okay. Now, as you all know, what we need to do now?
Subtraction.
Yes, we need to subtract. That means I'm going to remove 5 counters from minuend.
Yes.
Okay. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. What is left now here as minuend?
1 is left. So your subtrahend is 1.
Perfectly said. So my subtrahend here is 1. If I remove 1 counter from the 6, I'll get 5. Very good. Let's move to the next, where I have subtrahend and minuend and difference as 5. Okay, both are equal. So I'm going to place 5 counters here and same 5 here, and I'm going to do the sum. Both are equal. Okay, as I said, either it should be equal. Okay, chalo. What I should do now, Sheetal teacher?
You have to remove 5 counters from minuend.
Okay, I'll remove. Because
That is subtraction.
Okay.
You are supposed to do.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. I have removed all the 5. What is left here now?
Nothing is left.
That means
0.
perfectly said. 5 minus 0 is equals to 5. Yes, you got your subtrahend as perfectly said. 0.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4 and here I am going to place 5. Okay, now Sheetal teacher, I have placed here 4 counters. Here my difference is 5 and we need to find the subtrahend. What should I do?
Neetu teacher, I think this is not possible. I think so.
Why do you think this is not possible?
Because your minuend, that means this side, should be equal to the difference or greater than difference.
Perfectly said, Sheetal teacher. Yes, this sum itself is wrong because my minuend cannot be smaller than my difference. That means the sum is wrong. Perfectly said. Excellent. With the correct reason given, teacher.
Thank you, Neetu teacher.
Okay, so now you are going to practice these kinds of combination with different numbers to find the subtrahend or minuend. Do for at least 2 examples and send us the video. Bye bye. Take care.